let's take a look at our top selections.
Hi everyone, Top Class Turf Racing is on tap Saturday at Del Mar. The Grade 2 Eddie Reed for older horses at 1 mile and 1/8 is race number 8. Race number 10 is the Grade 2 San Clemente for 3-year-old fillies at 1 mile on grass. And I think there's a standout in that race. We'll take them separately. And let's first talk about the Eddie Reed. It's race number 8, 1 mile and 1/8 on turf. And the two top grass horses in California are meeting for the first time, and it's kind of middle ground, 1 mile and 1/8. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field. A field of 7 entered the Eddie Reed, and favoritism is likely to fall on number 6, Smooth Like Straight. He won the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile last time out, but he faces a formidable rival in number 2, United, who for the past 2 years has been the top distance grass horse in California. I suppose they haven't met yet because Smooth Like Straight just turned 4 years old, and he has been primarily a turf miler, but it's unfair to pigeonhole him into that restriction of 1 mile, whereas United has been running primarily at 1 mile and 1/4 and 1 mile and 1/2. So they're meeting in kind of an in-between distance at 1 mile and 1/8, and they kind of stand out in this field. That's not to take anything away from graded stakes winners, Say the Word, Count Again, Award Winner, and even Restrained Vengeance, but they are a little bit less accomplished than Smooth Like Straight and United. So a field of 7, a good solid field of 7. And as I said, Smooth Like Straight and United meeting for the very first time, and possibly the only time, because if in fact Smooth Like Straight does end up in the Breeders' Cup this fall at Del Mar, he's probably going to be in the Breeders' Cup Mile. And if United makes his way back to the Breeders' Cup, it'll most likely be in the 1 mile and 1/2 Breeders' Cup turf. We're still a long ways from the Breeders' Cup. We're in the middle of summer, and one of the sharpest horses in the Eddie Reed is probably going to be overlooked again. And I'm referring to Award Winner. And the last time Award Winner ran was in the Charlie Whittingham. And I hope that some viewers out there were able to take advantage of that 6-to-1 fat price on Award Winner. We said that day in the stakes preview that even though United was the most likely winner, Award Winner had a chance to maybe spring an upset. Well, that's exactly what he did. Let's roll the tape of the Whittingham and watch Award Winner winning a graded stakes race for the very first time. That's Award Winner coming in second position, and he's going to run right past Acclimate Late. Meanwhile, United struggling back in 4th place at odds of 3-10, but Award Winner, he was decisive in victory. This race was dominated by frontrunners. Award Winner and Acclimate out there up on the front end, and the come from behinders really didn't make much of an impact. But a sharp horse who will be overlooked again this weekend. I think that Award Winner is in tough in the Reed. It's a deeper field, a better field. There is more depth, and he's not going to get, well, he might not get the same trip. He could actually get the same trip because there's only one other speed horse in the race, and that's Smooth Like Straight. So Award Winner and Smooth Like Straight, if they can stay out of each other's way and not go head and head, they very easily could make it a parade. I think that Smooth Like Straight is a little bit better horse than Award Winner. He's certainly more accomplished. Okay, a horse that likes the Del Mar grass course, but he might be compromised by the pace scenario, is number 4, Count Again. And let's go back in time and take a look at the Grade 2 Biscuit last fall. This was Count Again making his California debut for trainer Phil D'Amato, and Count Again is going to roll past to win by 3/4 of a length at odds of 8-1. And he's going to come by and tag Flavius Late. Nice solid win by Count Again, who was in some tough spots thereafter. He finished 7th, he finished 3rd, he finished 4th. Last time out, that was in early May at Churchill Downs in a Grade 1. He's been freshened since early May. Phil D'Amato brings him back. Joe Bravo is aboard. And Count Again, a proven Del Mar specialist. He has a chance coming from off the pace, but only if the speed backs up. Okay, we talked about a little bit about Smooth Like Straight. He won the Shoemaker Mile last time out, and Say the Word, who is also in the Eddie Reed on Saturday, finished 2nd. But let's take a look at the stretch run. Smooth Like Straight was able to dictate the tempo in this race, and he raced gate to wire, a good, solid, strong win, his 7th career win. But watch what happens in deep stretch when Say the Word on the far outside, finishing like a freight train. He's going to come up short by about a length and a half. Watch the gallop out for Say the Word. After they cross the wire, Say the Word is going to gallop out like an absolute monster. I know the race is over at the wire, and the gallop out is often overstated as a handicapping factor, but he ran well, Say the Word did, at a distance that is shorter than his preferred trip. He ran well. He galloped out with run. He wants every bit of this mile and 1/8. So Phil D'Amato has 2 closers in the race, Count Again and Say the Word. And of those 2, I do prefer Say the Word because I just think he's a little bit more accomplished. He has run well at Del Mar. He finished 3rd last fall in the Hollywood Turf Cup. Okay, the favorite in the race is Smooth Like Straight. We should at least talk about him. I think he's I shouldn't say slam dunk. Let's just say it's going to take something unforeseen, in my opinion, for him to get beat. Only 2 speed horses in this race, Smooth Like Straight and Award Winner, and neither one of them are blazingly fast horses. They're going to get out there up on the front end and gallop around. Smooth Like Straight, in my mind, I kept thinking he's just a turf miler. Well, he started at a mile and 1/8 3 times. He finished 3rd in a photo finish in the Grade 1 Turf Classic in spring at Churchill Downs when his saddle slipped. He finished 2nd in the Hollywood Derby, and he scored a pace-pressing win going a mile and 1/8 in the Grade 2 Twilight Derby last fall. So 3 starts by Smooth Like Straight at a mile and 1/8, and he ran well every single time. My point is, it's wrong for me or anyone to state that Smooth Like Straight is a miler. He can, in fact, get a mile and 1/8, and I expect him to do just that on Saturday in the Eddie Reed. Okay, well, let's talk about United. United for the past 2 years has been one of the top, well, the top distance grass horse in California. And if we go back and take a look at some of his best races, let's go 2 starts back and take a look at the San Luis Rey. That's United up there up on the front end. He's usually forwardly placed. He's not really a speed horse, but a decisive win here in the San Luis Rey, 2 starts back by United. And then after this, we're going to go back to 1 year ago in this very race, the Eddie Reed Stakes, and take a look at United running a mile and 1/8, a distance that, again, I thought was too short for him. It wasn't last summer. In fact, United has started twice at a mile and 1/8. He won an allowance, and he won the Reed last summer. So it's funny, we get prejudiced sometimes in our own mind. I thought that a mile and 1/8 was too far for Smooth Like Straight, too short for United. That's just not the case. Now, United is a little bit of a dilemma because he's coming into this race off a subpar effort last time out. He was 3-10 in the Whittingham, and he ran poorly. He ran horribly, actually. He finished last of 4 as the odds-on favorite. And for 2 weeks, trainer Dick Mandela had really no idea what, in fact, caused that subpar performance because United fires almost every single time. He didn't fire last fall in the Breeders' Cup Turf, probably overmatched. But in California, every single start, United has been right there or thereabouts. But he misfired. It took 2 weeks for Mandela to figure out what the problem was, and it did not show up until United was reshod. And when he was reshod, they found some tenderness in one of his feet, and Mandela suspects that that was bugging him in the Whittingham. He has come back to train very well. Since then, United should return to form. He looked super. I saw him last weekend down at Del Mar in person. He looked great. He's acting great, and he will fire. But when all is said and done in the Eddie Reed Stakes on Saturday, Smooth Like Straight, stretching out from a front-running win in the Shoemaker Mile in a race that does not have very much pace, talking about the Eddie Reed, Smooth Like Straight should be long gone. I think he's the most probable winner on the Saturday card at Del Mar. Smooth Like Straight to win race 8 Saturday at Del Mar.